Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the harmonious frequencies of the mighty Empire of Onion, and this is Minecraft. Well, I did a little bit of work off camera. You might notice something different about the skeleton farm. I dug this back a ways and around. So previously the skeletons would just come up to here and I could kill them and everything was fine. That was no problem, no big deal. Was perfectly working, but I just decided to myself, to extend it. So I have it running to where they swim all the way up. It brings them over a block and drops them down here. What's the purpose of that? Well, nothing specifically. I just thought in my own mind, I said, if they're bumping against each other down here, it's possible that they never entity cram up to 25 entities in here and then start dying automatically while I'm AFK. So if I have it this way, they're for sure going to be pushed up and over and drop down in here, and they're going to keep dropping in there over and over again, be in the same square, and eventually they'll start dying. So if I AFK right here, they can't see me at all. I know that they can't normally see me around anyway. If I get right into the corner, sometimes one of them will get a glimpse. And, yeah, then it gets dangerous, but if I'm hiding back here or something, guaranteed they can't see me. Eventually they will stack up to 25 and they will die. So you may ask, how are you getting the items back to the end? Well, that is a little more tricky. Let's see if I can find it without breaking it. Yep, there's a machine behind me. There it is. Okay. So this is the same kind of mechanism as the chicken cooker, if you remember. So it just checks to see if there's an item inside this dispenser, and if there is, it launches the item out, right? And so it's about 1 square, 2 squares away, and so there is inertia. Whenever something comes out of the dropper, it doesn't just, or the dispenser, sorry, it doesn't drop right in front of it. It gets dispensed out and launched. So that works out in our favor because the stuff gets launched down into the bottom. Oh, actually, it wasn't working just a second ago because I took this block away. This block gets powered, that powers the dispenser, and then it starts working. So you could hear it just start to fire after I replace that block there. Oh, hang on. It's getting noisy. So there's a couple of interesting let me just kill all these guys real quick. There we go. So there is a couple of interesting things about this specific design. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes we do still catch items. We could just drop them in there, it'll spit them out. But they do go all the way to the end, down the same water stream that I had set up from before for the skeletons. So that is pretty positive. If I stand too close, I pick up items. If I don't stand quite as close as I was, rarely items will fall out on the corners, and I won't be able to pick them up. But yeah, a few other features about this is that this is a great way to collect only bones. You can see that I got some armor and stuff like that in my inventory from this. But the vast majority of everything that comes down here is bones. You don't pick up arrows at all, because when the dispenser is... when arrows go into the dispenser, it shoots them out like a bow. And so that's one thing, it damages the skeletons as they're coming up, so they take less swipes with the sword to kill them. And then, also you don't pick up, stacks and stacks of arrows if you use infinity bows like I do, and don't have any reason to. So I just set up here for a couple of hours, AFK. I wasn't killing the skeletons every time. Probably 8 hours or something like that. I just left the game running in the background while I was doing other things. And we've got almost a double chest. Well, it's over half full anyway, of stacks of bones. So that's pretty good. That's gonna be a lot of good fuel for our tree farm there. Right now, yeah, that's how I had adjusted that to work. And so I have been thinking I need to make sort of a centralized storage for all of my stuff. I have the ability to acquire items, but I don't have a good place to put them. And yeah, if I have all of my stuff just kind of scattered out all over the place, it makes it difficult to coordinate for projects. If I want to build a big building or something like that, I have to run around to a dozen different chests, and I would like to sort of centralize it into one collection station. And so I've been thinking about that. I want the bones to keep going where they're going, so that farm will not be connected to the mass storage system. But what I have been thinking about is that the tree farm will need to go into it so that the wood is in there. The auto smelter needs to go in there so that all of my iron and stuff is in there. This iron farm could be piped into there. I wouldn't mind that one bit. And the fish farm could be piped into there. Not to mention all of these various grown goodies down here. Of course, the melons, pumpkins, cactus, sugarcane, and then all of these goodies here. Oh, I have a uncultivated spot in my garden. The wool farm as well could be hooked up to it. So I was thinking about all the farms that I need hooked up to it, and a centralized place is kind of right underneath me right here. Because if it's all coming from that area there, this area right next to me, and then way underground over there, this is kind of the central area. So what I was thinking about doing is digging into the side of the mountain here, or alternatively, I could dig into the side of the mountain sort of on the way over to this place. Somewhere over here, where the path is already, you know. And we know that there's a little bit of a machine back here. It's probably back to here. And so if I dug in somewhere like this, we could go through there and start setting up a storage facility of some kind. That being said, I think I'm going to have to switch the output of the auto smelter over to the other side. Have it running just the opposite direction, basically. And, yeah, that way it's coming out, what is this, north? The north side of the beacon. And then, that's northwest, yeah. Northwest side. Man. So that's a project that I'm looking to work on today, that's for sure. It will probably take several episodes, to be honest, because I do, like I've said before in previous episodes, I do have very limited time to play Minecraft during the week and stuff. So, yeah, this is probably going to take several episodes, and I'm going to fumble around a lot because this is the very first time I've ever tried to construct any kind of mass storage system in Minecraft. Ooh. Man, you guys been having a party in here or something? You're running around all over the place in random areas. There must have been a monster spawn outside, a mob spawn outside. So like digging underneath these center two chests. They're facing back into this chest right now, but if I have them face straight down, they can be put into droppers or dispensers or whatever and send their items on over that direction. These can be done the same way. Since it's just that last chest right there, I just have them facing down, and they can be piped backwards towards that direction. So, also, if I'm running the items through water streams, as they travel over there, is it going to take too long to the point that they end up despawning before they get there? You know what I mean? So, these are all... Man, who did this? What a filthy beggar. Okay, these are all things that I have to think about while designing this. And so one fact is that I don't have ice. I don't know for sure if I need a Silk Touch pick in order to get one. Get one ice, yeah. Then, if that is the case, I need to do some enchanting. Yeah, that's about it. So that I can get a Silk Touch pick going. Then, I would have to find a Ice Spike biome, which I have absolutely no idea where to even look, because I haven't seen one yet so far. There we go. Yeah, and so like all of this stuff I could have in one area, so that I didn't have to go through different chests and look for things. All the stuff up in the tower I could take down, bring it over here, consolidate it, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think I am going to dig in over in this area right here. Dig in and down a little bit. We should be close enough to there that it won't take too much time to transport items. But yeah, I'm going to try to make a little bit of progress and bring you all back if I've thought of something or if something exciting happens. So I was looking at the fishing farm, and this is level 61, so that means that the hoppers down below me are on level 60. If I just take the items straight out of those hoppers and kind of pipe them around in the direction of the warehouse, I was thinking that's probably pretty ideal. I know that the stuff down in the mine is way lower than that, and I know the stuff here at the farms is way higher. Of course, the iron farm is way higher. So that stuff I'll have dropped down, pipe over just a hair, where it's all contained inside the mountain still. Yeah, down to level 60, right beside the fish farm. Those items will all join up together and be shipped this direction. Whoa, let's get that F3 off of there. I'm sure that's pretty annoying. It's annoying for me to play with it on. Yeah, so all of these farms will be easily piped in. So I figured level 60 is a pretty ideal level for the storage place to begin. So I dug this down to, yeah, Y level 60 right here. It's gonna be much larger than this, don't worry. So I'm going to tend to that soon enough. I was thinking about just getting the initial layout ready for everything. So I went ahead and modified the auto smelter here. Oh, that's kind of fun, just gliding around occasionally. I modified the auto smelter to, yeah, send items out on the opposite side from where it was, kind of like I talked about. And then I got started on an item elevator for it to send items up once it's finished. It's just temporary right now, so here's the 3x3 block. Items will be coming up through the center of this, and at this level, this is Y level 60. I'll start sending items out towards the northwest, right? North this direction, because I have to get to like 760 X and 15. Was it 15 something? Still? I can't remember what the Z coordinates was, but I'll write it down or something and get it piped to the correct direction. Correct location, I should say. I built this little staircase because I wanted to make sure those were solid blocks all the way up. So we did run into this cave where I had to place blocks to get it to go all the way up. Where was the outlet for this? Yeah. Just plug this up. And same for this here. So as I come down the place here, I can check on the item elevator, make sure that it's piping items properly as it gets smelted. Yeah, I was surprised at how easy it ended up being to redesign this system, get it directed in the correct direction. So it's coming out this side now instead of the other side. I went underneath, and even though we're at the top of bedrock level, I was lucky enough to find I could dig in where I needed to pick up the hoppers that I was breaking along the bottom. And yeah, you could see this, whatever this is called, diorite, wasn't there before. So I dug down in there and dug along there so that I could pick those up. Yeah, I didn't have to worry about the bedrock being in the way. That andesite there wasn't there before. And I picked up all of the hoppers. They're all facing the correct direction now. And, yeah, they are ready to pipe items the proper way. Right here. So this is where the dispenser is going to be, right here. Right next to where the chest is right now. But I still had some things in there in the system, and so I decided to put the chest down until I get everything prepared. So I think what I'm going to do now is start on the actual storage unit itself, get it all built and set up the way that I want it, and then I will finish off the transportation pipes to get the items to the central storage area. I think that is the proper next step that makes the most sense, so that I know actually where my pipes are going precisely. I don't just have to guesstimate into a random area, and I don't build them all willy-nilly and out of place. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do next, and I'll bring you guys back after I've made a little bit of progress with that. Does anybody want to tell me how Rufus got down here? So this is the cat that sits by the minecart track that leads over to the iron farm from the turret. I have no idea what he's doing here or how he got here. I was digging through, trying to lay out the first little module of the storage system, and poof, he just appeared. I don't know if I only just now made it far enough away for him to teleport, but I figured that all this time that I was digging out the main lobby area, you might say, I figured that he would have followed me down there at least. Maybe some kind of monster showed up and scared him from his post. But either way, I'm going to have to return him up to the base. That's for sure. Okay, he is still on follow mode, so that's good. There we go. Perfect. That's actually, I think, exactly where the input chest goes. Not one over. Come on, buddy. Okay. Well, he'll probably teleport. No, it's an odd number wide room as well, so I had to expand this walkway. No, come on up onto the platform, please. There you go. Perfect. I mean, there's no real explanation except that some mobs were running around here and scared him, I guess. I should probably leave my door closed. But now that he's sat down, we shouldn't have that problem any longer. So I'm going to get back to it and try to get started on this storage system. It's pretty intense. There is a lot of redstone to do. If you're wondering which system I'm going for, it's Tango system. I'll put a link in the video description and in a card at the top right of the screen. So if you see that pop up, go ahead and click on that, and it will take you to his video there. The video tutorial that I'm using to build this thing. It's kind of interesting. One, I don't know, it's a feature, but it's also a slight inconvenience, is that I have to have enough items to fill up a double chest of whatever I want sorted. So it doesn't automatically sort things, kind of. I will have to fill up the chests, basically, before it starts working properly. And so, that is gonna cost me a lot of items and stuff, but that should be fine. As I go around collecting up stuff, I should be able to fill the chests, no problem. So I'm gonna get on with it, get things going, and make some more progress. Oh man, this is already more complicated than what I seem to be capable of. Doesn't seem right for some reason. I feel like it should go there and there. Oh, I know what I did. I didn't actually extend that far enough. So there and there is correct. Okay. Yeah, I already built all of this, but I built it one block too far back. And so I had to tear it all back down again and rebuild from scratch. I'm gonna have to take out some more blocks here so that I can get out, because we're about to put hoppers in behind this. Man, the amount of resources to build this thing is just absurd. And I'm gonna have to look at the tapes again. I'm pretty sure this is where this one comes out, like this. And I think this does something like this. And then, let's see. Oh, I'm not quite parkoury enough to get through there. Here we go. That makes it much easier. Yeah, gotta put that there. That there. Perfect. Okay, yeah. So progress is being made, however slow. This is the point that I got to when I realized, right before I started putting the hoppers onto the back of the chests, I realized, hey, when those get to the bottom, it's not going to meet up with this bottom hopper, so I have done something horribly wrong. So that's when I found out that I needed to move it up. That's okay, though. A little bit of room in the back isn't going to hurt anything. I may even clear out this side as well, so that I have a little bit of extra mobility. But yeah, just like with all of the other previous projects that I've done that are like this, where I have to watch the tutorials, I'm trying to do all this in survival mode, and they are using creative mode. So clearly it's going to take me quite a bit longer to get this stuff accomplished than it does for them. But yeah, I'm going to stick with it, get at least this module done. Maybe a second module, so I've got it set up where we could do, what is that, 6 total? I'm definitely going to set up the first 2, possibly 3. We'll have to see how it goes. Once I start piping items over here, I can decide what I want in which chests, put down the item frames, label everything. Especially then I'll know a little bit better what quantity of items that I'm going to have coming from each location. So, yeah. Progress. It's slow, but it's surely happening. And I'm gonna get back to it. Okay, I finally got the first module completed. And it's actually working. There's a little bit of floating stuff up there. That's because I had solid blocks left up there. Yeah, I tried to follow instructions precisely. And almost forgot to think about regular Minecraft in the whole scheme of things. Let's come up here and grab these floaty blocks. There we go. Get them out of the way. And I think what I want to do instead... yeah, these slabs will probably work, right? If I put them right above the chest. I should still be able to open the chest, and they should still work out and everything. Hopefully you watched the tutorial, and you're not expecting me to explain all of this redstone, because I have no clue what's going on, to be honest. Tango Tech even explains, ouch, some of the redstone in the video, and I still don't quite understand all of it, that's for sure. I don't want to dig out another way up here. I built this little scaffolding to get in and out, so this is what I'm going to use. But yeah, there it is. It's super imposing, and it was complicated to get constructed. Man, this pick is so fast, though. I pretty often mine out things that I was not planning to mine out. There's probably another floaty block down at the bottom, but I lit it all up so that the lighting updates from the redstone wouldn't affect the client quite as much. Hopefully that's the case. Hopefully it doesn't lag or anything. It didn't seem to. I mean, if we look at it, the input chest is right below me here. Right, so that last piece of cobblestone went in. There it goes, activating and everything. That's the input, and so I'll have a chest there, a hopper facing into that chest, probably a double chest, hopper facing into that, and then a double chest here should bring it out to ground level, this level right here. And so I'll just put whatever I want into there. It'll feed down into there and go in through the system. We should see at least one, 3 cobblestones here in the first position. Now, if I took this and I fill all this up with iron, say I only want raw iron, go into this chest, then the system will drop the cobblestone into the next one. I'm pretty sure is how it works. Right. We just want to, a little bit higher there. I never played basketball. Don't tell anybody. I don't think it even takes very much time. So there we see, there's all iron. There we go. 5 cobblestones somehow. So there we go. Even though I only threw 1 in there. So I guess as it's sorting, some stuff gets stuck inside the system, but every time the system starts activating and going, it drops it down into the correct position where it's supposed to go, you know. Man. So that took forever. I'm definitely thinking about getting started on the next section so that we have at least 2 modules running before I start piping items over here. Because even just from these regular farms, if I go ahead and calculate up the different kinds of items, this is the important thing, right? So we've got 4 kinds of crops here in this one farm, right? So that's 4. We've got 3 coming in here. It's not the actual melons, it's just the slices here, right? So it's cactus, pumpkin, melons. That's a total of 7. Then this is just sugarcane, which is 8. So that could be 8 separate double chests of this stuff. Oh, wow. Got 2 pieces here that have completely grown over. 8 double chests of crops, basically. And then, I was thinking about the wool farm here. I don't spend enough time here to fill up a double chest for each piece of wool yet. And so I think I'll fill up 1 double chest with all of the different kinds of wools, right? So I'll figure however many numbers of different colors that I have here and divide the number of chest slots for that. The carpet can be the same way in a different chest, and I just have to make some carpet out of all the different colors of wool. So that'll be at least 2 double chests for a total of 10. And then, of course, iron and roses. That equals 12 double chests if I do a double chest of roses, which isn't a bad idea because that's red dye, right? And whatever chest I put roses in, I could also put in other kinds of flowers. So that could just be a flower chest. And I would use that to access dyes and stuff like that. So that's already 12 double chests of items. And that's all that I have set up right now. So that doesn't count like cobblestone, smooth stone, dirt, wood, iron, gold, diamonds, emeralds, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to need at least 2 modules working before I pipe all of the items in. And this first module here is only just enough to house what I have out close by. Not the auto smelter and not the fish farm. So, yeah, this is the progress that I made so far. I'm going to continue building and make some more progress before the next video, but that's going to be it for this video. So if you want to catch the next one, be sure to subscribe. Consider supporting my channel through the Patreon link down in the video description. And feel free to check out any of my other videos that you might be interested in. I thank you so much for all the time you spend on my channel, and I hope blessings of wisdom and peace on all of you. Farewell.